Hi team, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, please share your screen and then you can start the presentation.
Okay, am I sharing now?
So you can find the option share screen and then you can open your presentation and just share it and then you can start the presentation.
Okay. Are you seeing my screen?
You can go ahead.
Tim, you're not audible. Hello.
Hello, Samya.
Share your screen. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please share your screen.
I have been doing that. So I click on share material or share screen.
To share screen, not share material. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. If you're unable to share the screen, you can go to this option share material also, and then broadcast. Your presentation will appear.
Okay.
Also, Tim, your voice is a little bit lower. So, if possible, can you speak louder?
Yes, just one moment. I'm opening up my file. And are you able to see it now?
Presentation is not visible. Should I share from my side? And you can just let me know when you want to change the slide.
Okay. So are you ready? I don't see anything. I just see me and you.
Just a second. Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. My name is Tim Shee, and I am the Graduate Director of Admissions with Northeastern Illinois University. We are located in Chicago, Illinois, in the city of Chicago on the north side of the city. So you can see downtown from our campus, but you are not in the hustle and bustle of the big city unless you want to be. You can go to the next slide. Again, my name is Tim Sheehan. I've been with Northeastern Illinois for the past 2 years. I've been working in university education for a little over 20 years now. And again, Northeastern Illinois University is located in the north part of Chicago. We're in a beautiful neighborhood surrounded by homes. And we're located just about 3 miles from the center of downtown Chicago. At the same time, we're also in a community that is close by several Fortune 500 corporation headquarters. So we're well located so that you have access to the big parts of the city as well as major corporations that are located on the outside of the city. Let's move to the next screen. Northeastern Illinois University is located on 67 acres. We have 3 colleges. We have a College of Arts and Sciences, we have a College of Business and Technology, and a College of Education. The 3 different colleges have a total of 40 undergraduate programs and over 50 graduate programs. There is housing available at the campus. It's apartment style living, and we'll cover that in just a little while. Next screen shows you a map of how the campus is located or how it's spread out. So we do have at the south end of the building, we have a PE complex that includes an Olympic-sized swimming pool, workout facilities. There's a huge gymnasium, running track, fitness equipment, all of the modern equipment that you would need as an exercise science major or as a MPH or master's in public health. Those are also there. As we move across the campus and up, we can see our housing located there on the top towards the left. Housing is apartment style living. There's 2 to 4 bed apartments. They all have kitchens. There's all living spaces on each floor as well as downstairs. There's a workout facility in there as well. And it's, as you can see, you don't have to worry about being late for class. Indoor parking structure, there's a 5-story parking structure. There's a 4-story library. We have a fine arts building. We have a arts and science building, business and technology, College of Education, as well as our administrative buildings. Those are all located at the campus and all within walking distance across the 67 acres, which is about 3 city blocks. Next screen. Northeastern Illinois University was founded in 1867. We were founded as a college of education. Our College of Education remains our largest school, but does not necessarily have our largest programs. Our business and technology contains business, accounting, and computer science programs. And again, there's too many programs to mention, but it's quite likely that we have colleges and or programs that would be of interest to you. Again, we're in a lovely and quiet Chicago neighborhood. We are rated consistently as the safest university in the Midwest. We are the 7th safest university in the entire United States. So if you're a parent and you're concerned about your child or you're a student, you're in very good hands with our university. We do have a full-time police department at the campus, but generally they're engaged in the campus community along with everyone else. Teaching methods, the student to faculty ratio is 15 to 1. We focus on applied learning. So learning by doing. We do emphasize internships. They're not required, but they are available. We have 2 internship and job fairs each year, one each semester in summer and fall, that attract around 100 employers to the campus to engage with our students. We use Handshake, which you may be familiar with, to connect students directly with job opportunities in Chicago and around the United States. There's research opportunities. Students at the graduate level can and or undergraduate level can apply for research assistantships. There's 25 of those. 12 are awarded each semester. They're 12 months in length. They can also apply for research assistantships under professors who are doing research. We have over 6,000 students. About 28% of them are graduate. And the students, as far as age range, average age for a graduate student is around 33 years old. Undergraduate student average age is around 22 years old. We have international students represented from over 100 countries. And what I tell people is when they come to the campus, one of the things that they'll notice is they'll feel like they're at the United Nations. They're literally people from all different walks of life, all different countries, different accents, different dialects. It's a wonderful environment if you are looking for a large amount of diversity. Again, we've been around for 150 years. We have over 87,000 alumni. Many of those have chosen to reside in the United States, but we also have them globally connected to you. We have international partner universities. We have over 40 international partner universities. So students that will attend NEIU from universities that are abroad, typically they attend here for a semester to 2 semesters. And then our students have an opportunity to apply or to attend the partner universities abroad. And so when you're doing that, students are paying the tuition at the campus. They don't pay any tuition. You pay for your housing if you go to one of our partner universities abroad. So the same thing happens with our partners, students who come here to study and they want to live on campus. Most of them do. They would pay for the tuition using the funds at the campus that they're at. Annual business and research. We have an international business conference that we're hosting March 4th at the campus. And as I mentioned before, there's annual research projects that students can apply to be engaged in and work with faculty on projects as well. Our graduation rate for international students, this is very important, is over 90%. So over 90% of our students who enroll with us as an international student go on to graduate. I'd mentioned about the diversity that we have at our campus. U.S. News and World Report consistently ranks us as the most diverse public university in the Midwest. And again, we are one of the most diverse public universities in the entire United States. Chicago, if you're familiar with Chicago, there's about 7 million people in the Chicago metro area. The city itself is about 3.5 million. We are centrally located in Chicago, but we are not downtown. But you have access. The public transportation is outstanding in Chicago. So you don't need to own a vehicle, but you can get downtown relatively quickly. And many of our students are engaged in internships. OPT, if you're familiar with that, optional practical training. There's also CPT, which is career practical training, which you can do while you are enrolled at the university. Research projects, working, again, under a faculty member, say if it's computer science or in business or social work. There's other areas where they are grant-funded research where you can engage with them. Field trips, downtown and throughout Chicago. You also have the opportunity to do trips as opposed to doing a semester abroad, but oftentimes faculty will engage in 2-week field trips abroad, and attending lectures, theater, sports events, things like that are available to our students. And we can move to the next slide, which is our faculty. So this gives you a little background of our faculty. The last time that we did surveyed our faculty, it is fairly diverse, as you can see by the screen. 7% Asian, 10% Hispanic, 61% white. And then female to male, there's about a little over 1,000 female and a little under 1,000 male faculty members. We can go to the next screen. I apologize. I'm looking at my screen, so I forget to tell you to advance, but this should be showing you our campus and the nest. So this is the outside of the nest. This is our newest building. It was erected in 2018. And again, as you can see from the next screen, gives you an idea of the exercise facility that's at the nest. This is separate from the exercise facility that is in the physical education complex, which all the students have access to. On our upper right, you can see an example of the shared living space for the apartments. And this is an example of a 2-bedroom apartment with a bed, and you'll have a desk and bedding. And housing arrangements can be made, or if you have individuals that you would like to live with, you can work with our partner who manages the nest for us to set that up. We can go to this is the central. If you click on it one more time, it'll show you the apartment, the centralized area where when you enter the building, the screen shows you what we have to offer. Student life. There's too many clubs to mention, but they're centered on academics. They're centered on culture, political, social justice, special interest groups. And the great thing that they do is they really give students an opportunity to meet other like-minded students with similar interests to them. And oftentimes these are sponsored by faculty members. So the faculty members are also engaged, and oftentimes there's more than one faculty member. Gives you a chance to get involved and develop your leadership skills. Oftentimes there'll be president, treasurer, secretary, and oftentimes, again, that these clubs are connected to professional organizations such as Project Management Institute, Society of Human Resource Management, Counselor Educations has their own as well. And then we have clubs and organizations that are centered around technology, centered around education, centered around social justice and others. And it gives you a chance to be engaged. So we can move to the next screen. This talks, as I'd mentioned earlier, we talked about our partnership universities. So you would work with our international programs department. They would, if you have interest, we promote all of the 40 universities that are abroad. You partner with them. With our international programs, and you can research the schools that are available to partner with and spend a semester to 2 semesters or a summer studying abroad. And then there's also study tours, as I alluded to earlier, that are available to you. We can move to the next screen, which gives you a highlight. Again, we have over 40 undergraduate programs, so they're not going to be all listed here. Happy to go over those with you at another time. But the ones highlighted in red are STEM designated programs. As you likely know, that STEM gives you an opportunity to study, to work for a U.S. employer for up to 3 years in these fields. This does not business. Our business program or MBA program is as far as our graduate program is a STEM designated program. As well as our computer science and the other sciences that are listed here in red. The great thing is with non-STEM designated programs, you have an opportunity to study for 12 months. Some of our students do also have the opportunity to move to an H-1B from their STEM designated programs. Have not been around for terribly long. So historically, students have studied in the United States for 12 months and moved on to apply for H-1B visas, you certainly continue to have that opportunity if you're engaged in a non-STEM program. We can move to the next screen, which talks about a non-degree program that we offer. It's our SAIL program, which is an intensive language program. Generally, students meet for 18 to 25 hours a week with other students at their language level. So what we do is we evaluate you based upon your current language skills, and then we group you with other students from around the world, throughout Asia and throughout Europe. We have students that study with us, and many of the students who come in the ESL program will come for a year. Some of them are coming because they're looking to prepare themselves for graduate studies, and they maybe don't have the writing and or the language skills that they would like to have. And it gives them the opportunity to become proficient, highly proficient. Actually, you can become with that in a fairly short period of time. And we can move to the next screen, which will talk about our application requirements. So the undergraduate requirements is that you have a high school GPA of a 2.5 or higher on a 4-point scale. That's a U.S. scale. We also look for language proficiency that's listed on this screen. We require students who are applying from abroad to submit a transcript evaluation from an international transcript evaluator. Most of the students use one of the NACES evaluators. You can simply find those at NACES, NACES.edu /members. That's NACES.org, NACES.org /members. And undergraduate students or high school students that are applying just need to submit a general evaluation that simply tells us what your grade point average is, and if the school that you attended is equivalent to a U.S. High school. Graduate students go through a little more extensive process. We do require a 2.75 minimum GPA. There's one or two programs that require a 3.0 GPA, and we also require a detailed or course-by-course evaluation for those transcripts. The course-by-course is going to tell us whether the courses that you took meet the prerequisites that many of the programs have, as well as the GPA requirement. And proof of English is similar to the TOEFL. It's similar to the undergraduate, slightly higher. And then in addition to that, we require 2 letters of recommendation from current or former faculty and or current or former supervisors or employers. You'll also write a personal statement of purpose and goals, talking about your background, your interest in the program that you're studying in, and what your goals are while you're here. Why did you choose our university? Why are you interested in our university? Why is it a good fit for you? And why are you a good fit for the program as compared to some other universities? Additional documents may be required depending upon the program, but by and large, these are the requirements. So once we have all of these documents in, your documents are forwarded to the program. At the same time, all of the programs have faculty, both at the undergraduate and graduate level, that would be delighted to speak with you, connect with you, to talk to you a little bit more about their particular program and sell you on the benefits of attending the university in their program. We can move to the next screen. This talks about tuition for our undergraduate and our graduate program. So the undergraduate program is looking at 15 credits per semester, 22,726 for a 12 credit, but most of the students are taking 15 credits, so $27,900 per semester. And as you can see, that our tuition, both at the undergraduate and graduate level, graduate is listed $18,217. We compare very favorably to other universities. We are ranked consistently as the best value in the Midwest United States out of all colleges and universities. Our students graduate with the lowest amount of debt of any school in the Midwest. And within the United States, I believe we are ranked in the top 10 schools for least amount of debt. And the bottom of the screen talks about on-campus housing versus off-campus housing of $20,000 to $22,000 per year. These numbers are generated not by the university, but they're generated by the government, the U.S. government, as far as how much it costs. So some students, if you're living off campus, you're living with a friend or a family member, your expenses are actually going to be quite a bit lower than that. On campus, again, we do have I didn't mention that we do have a cafeteria, but we also have a kitchen. Students often will take care of their own food, but there is a cafeteria that's available as well. We can move to the next screen, which is the final screen. And I am open for questions. Otherwise, I am completed with this presentation, and I thank you for the opportunity to engage with you.
Thank you so much, Timothy. We'll be moving forward to our next presentation. So if anybody has any question, they can put in the chat box. Okay, so thank you. I'll be moving forward.